Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you know the drill. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're looking for more GLP-1, I say realistic fitness and health tips, and really if you want to follow somebody that doesn't know it all, still learning something new every day, and had a ton of success and then some roadblocks the last couple weeks, you found the right channel. Hit that subscribe button. But in today's video, I'm gonna share something really exciting. Follow up from my last video. This week I lost 6.4 pounds. 6.4 pounds. Totally unexpected. I had to do a double take. I will show a screenshot from my scale. I followed week 1 when I first started Mounjaro back in March of 2023. I lost a tad more this week than I did back then, but I'm speechless. And I didn't do anything crazy, nothing ridiculous, no extreme caloric deficits. And I know it's probably a good amount of it's weight, like water weight and inflammation from stress. And as you could see, my body was like, enough, I need to release it. But I felt as each day closed last week, my sleep was improving. My overall sense of, okay, I got this. It just started to kind of click again. And I'm gonna walk through exactly how I did it, the changes I made, and just some tips that might help you on your own journey. And this is a video I'm gonna go back to, like my beginner's tips. And I have to say that I am not advocating for losing more than 2 pounds a week. I'm not. And I know it all depends on how much weight you have to lose as well. I'm not a medical professional. I'm just sharing my experience with every one of you. I'm on Mounjaro. This is not normal. I do not expect these results every single week moving forward. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So first off, I want to talk about motivation, not food, not exercise. I have been on a weight loss journey coming up on 2 years now, but this week something clicked. I was feeling sluggish, overwhelmed for the past, 2+ months. And I knew I had to make a change, or I was going to continue on this path of just feeling miserable every day, and the scale was going to keep creeping up a little bit as it was before. I just wanted to feel more energized. I wanted to see some serious progress. And when I said last week I was done with all of those, outside distractions, I took that and I ran with it. I entered my IDGAF era. I don't give an F. Not gonna say the F word on my channel, but I don't give an F. I just said enough last week. I'm not enjoying my meals. I started questioning, is this worth it? How much longer am I going to be consumed with losing weight and what I should not be eating? And as you can see, this had absolutely nothing to do with the medication, what dose I'm on. Once again, I'm on Mounjaro, currently on 10 milligrams, moving back to tirzepatide this week. But I was moving into a space I felt like was no longer sustainable for the long term for me, for my long-term health. When I said I don't care, it's not that I'm going back and I'm eating a bag of chips and some cookies and drinking soda every single night. It's that I want to go back to what I called a simpler time for me. I know I say, it's weird, when I first started, it was easier than it is right now, but I think it's because I have so much information overload that I didn't have back then. And I want to share something with you that I saw this week on Instagram. How ridiculous is this? This post was about Sweet Greens by Callie Means. Now, whether you like him or not should not matter in this case. He highlighted the introduction of fries at Sweet Greens, air-fried potatoes using avocado oil. What we think is a healthy alternative for fast food fries. Take a look at these comments. Are the potatoes organic? Fried food is still fried, even if it's air-fried. Avocado oil is poison. Old white potatoes are not much better than dirt. I can keep going. It was absolutely ridiculous. Now that I've introduced this new mindset of I don't care, I saw this for what it was, just noise and distraction and no value to me. I laughed so hard at it. I sent it to all my friends, but the old me probably would have started researching avocado oil because I use avocado oil in my veggies and my sweet potatoes on occasion, and sometimes on my grill pan when I'm making burgers or chicken thighs, and I'm like, what's wrong with avocado oil? Nothing. So after I rolled out this new mindset, I set a goal just to be a little bit more disciplined with my diet and workouts, maybe more, I guess you could say, not disciplined, but more consistent. And it could have been an easier transition for me. This week just felt right. Weight loss or not, I wasn't consumed with the, I should eat this or I shouldn't eat that. Maybe no, too much. And comment below, what are your thoughts on me starting with motivation over food or workouts? And I'm not saying one is more important than the other. It's just, I feel like I need to have a positive and motivating environment to succeed, which then leads me to my diet changes this week. And first things first, I'm going to keep saying how effortless this transition felt. Now, I mentioned I was pulling from MyFitnessPal week 1. I did food journals all along back when I started. And it consisted of just simpler meals and foods that I actually enjoy, and may look boring to you. And you may be somebody that can't eat a lot of the same things every day. I, on the other hand, can. And this has been me even well before I started taking Mounjaro. But this is exactly what I like. So my breakfast was the protein coffee. Now, I did go back to Fairlife nutrition shakes just for the purpose of following my week 1 plans. But next week, even though I'm supposed to have Fairlife, I am going to go back to my Flav City protein powder. It's got a little bit better ingredients for me, and I actually really do enjoy it. Fairlife's going to be there when I need something quick to grab, head out to the office or to the beach. And you might be saying, why make that change? Because I actually found an alternative that I do enjoy and I look forward to every morning. It's just haven't been able to do that with my other meals. And then mid-morning snack was a handful of pistachios and a small bowl of popcorn. Then lunch, I had a fruit smoothie. And then on the side, I made 1 rice cake with peanut butter and a splash of honey. And I did, when I was looking through my journal for the following weeks, I did see that I added in like turkey and provolone cheese roll-ups. So I'll be doing that next week. And then after those 3 days, then I would have my PB rice cakes. I just want to account for all the changes I made as I'm kind of revisiting when I first started. And then there was times that I moved the rice cake with my protein coffee at breakfast, because in the summer, sometimes I tended to work out more. But I just shifted some items around based on how I was feeling back then. And I think that's important. You have your list of foods and then you just move them around if you need to. But I really felt satisfied, satiated until dinner. And then dinners during the week just consisted of protein and the sides stayed the same. So I made my breaded chicken cutlets. And if you watched my last video, I probably said I want breaded chicken cutlets at least 10 times. And I'm really sorry about saying that so many times. I also made my Greek turkey burgers. I had shrimp one night, and tonight I am having chicken sausages. But my sides were, I had a piece of mozzarella cheese, I had green beans, peppers, and cucumbers. It was like I had a side salad without the lettuce. And I didn't, and I still don't have issues eating raw veggies. Some of you may want different veggies each and every night. That's perfectly fine. That's why find something that works for you. But I prepped and cut up my veggies for the week, and the only thing I had to make for dinners was just air fry or grill my proteins. And then my dinner was ready in like 15 minutes. It was amazing after coming back from the gym, being able to eat within a 15-20 minute time period. And I just want to talk about how effortless. I didn't feel like I was restricting, or trying to cut back so much to lose weight. Everything just fell into place for me. And you may have noticed I didn't mention weighing my foods this week because I actually did not do that on week 1, but I did for the following weeks. So I'm going to be breaking out my food scale next week. I'm going to be tracking to just make sure really that I'm eating enough, like I did back in March 2023, enough protein and enough calories. I paid close attention to the size of my meals. I tried not to overeat. And everything I felt was healthy. I was eating smaller meals more often, which kind of felt like my metabolism was active this past week. My lumen readings were really on point this week. It was probably the most amount of morning readings where I got a 2 that I've had in months. So I was waking up in fat burn, hence 6.4 pounds down. But next up, let's talk about exercise. I was focused on a combination of cardio and strength training, like I always have been. I walked 10,000 steps a day, every single day. I added in a March 10K step a day walking challenge, and I am still thriving on the 75 medium challenge. Like when I first started, I incorporated strength training 4 times a week. I did 2 days of lower, 2 days of upper, but the key for me was really just finding a way to stay active every day and not relying really on just one type of workout, because I think movement is key. I know I didn't have my walking pad when I first started, but I did use it this past week consistently. I think it just helped me tremendously during the day, so I wasn't sitting the whole time during work. I walked for about an hour at least once a day, and then it was at 2.0. And then we had some bad weather in the middle of the week and I couldn't get outside for my walk, so I broke it out. I did another session in the afternoon. It's easy for me to move it around. I don't leave it right under my desk all day. So I find this one works for me because it's just easy to move around and it's durable. It's not extremely heavy. I feel like it's just built for me to move it all the time. I do keep the arms down because I do have it under my desk, but I brought it out into my living room to finish up. I was like, oh my God, I'm short. I'm like 2,000 steps short. So I brought it out in my living room, put the arms up, and I walked, for half of a show. But I'll put the link to the one I have below if you want to check it out. And yes, I'm going to be talking about this walking pad all the time because I truly believe it was one of the best additions to my day in the long run. And I'm not pushing, don't click on the link. Maybe you don't need a walking pad. That's perfectly fine. But if you work from home and you notice periods throughout the day where you are rarely moving, find something to get you moving. It doesn't have to be a walking pad. They make I've seen under desk bikes, ellipticals, maybe put some dumbbells, do a quick workout, during the day for about 15, 20 minutes. I keep a set of dumbbells about 15 feet from me in my guest closet. And as I felt I felt like a sense of ease each and every day. My sleeping was improving. I think I was getting consistently 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. We know how sleep is just crucial. It regulates hormones, and those hormones that really ultimately affect our hunger and our weight loss. I've never slept better. Next week, I'm going to start tracking just a little bit more my progress using my Apple Watch. I'm going to be tracking my meals a little bit more, tracking my workouts, and just keeping track of my weight. I just want to see how I progress through the next couple of weeks, and I think it's going to help me stay on track. It's not going to get in the way. But that 6.4 pound weight loss really gave me this motivation again. Everything's clicking. But I still have my eye on body fat percentage. I want to build muscle. I'm going to get an in-body scan in about the next week or two to compare to the one that I took in the beginning of the year. I also took one when I first started, so I'll break that out too. And I'm going to save this topic for another video, but I'm not adding back in the calories burned, like when I'm tracking on my watch. I don't add them back in. If I burn 300 calories, that doesn't mean I get 300 more calories to eat during the day. That's just a bonus. But I think the most important tip, and it's just I want to keep reminding myself every single day, is consistency. I think I was discouraged, and it's easy to get discouraged when you don't see results. You really just have to trust the process, stick with it. Remember, it's all about making small, sustainable changes that work for you. They add up over time. Don't do anything you don't enjoy. And lastly, silence all that noise. It's okay. I think it's okay to be passionate, to want to learn how to make healthy, sustainable changes, but at what expense? And in my case, it wasn't worth it. And it's incredible how quickly my body reacted to me just saying, enough, let's quiet the chaos, the conflicting health advice we get out there every single day. But yeah, that's how I lost 6.4 pounds this week. I know it's not sustainable for me. This isn't sustainable for everybody. But I think it's just proof that when I commit to making healthier choices, I can see real results, and really just how stress really impacted my body. I just need to remember to focus on making progress, not perfection, and just keep listening to my body and doing what I want to do. And if you're on your own weight loss journey, I hope this video gave you just some inspiration, some practical tips to try. And comment below If at any point you made just like a nice minor change and you saw such a positive impact within days, and it doesn't have to be the number on the scale. But once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more of my content. As always, let's try to stay healthy, let's stay motivated and consistent, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.